Deva Sutam Devam Kamshachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnang Bande Jagadgurum Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We salute Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of the demons, Kamsa and Chanura, the darling of the mother Devaki, and the Guru of the entire universe. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we are back to reading of the Bhagavatam, and here in this chapter, book number 5, chapter 5, and we are reading that this place called Bharata, in the name of the sage Bharata, it became Bharata Varsha. And this glory, Bharatavarsha has a great glory. Bharatavarsha is now we call India, but ancient name was Bharatavarsha, and that was according to the name of the king Bharata. That Bharata story we all read. He's a great sage, great saint, and he was a great king of India. And then actually renunciation came in his mind, so he gave up everything and then went for tremendous austerity and spiritual life. It's a great thing that a king giving up all kingdom and all the wealth and prosperity and family people, and then living in a forest and spending the spiritual life, that fourth stage of life like that. And then he was doing very deep spiritual practice. And then what happened? What? A deer, a baby deer was born, and the mother deer died in the forest in front of his view. So he is, being a holy person, pure-hearted, felt softness for that one deer. See the Maya's play. He was the king of the country. He could renounce the entire kingdom. Money, wealth, prosperity, armed force, any military force, all these commanding person things, and can give up everything and just go into the forest for God. But Maya, so don't be careful. It can delude at any point anything. You don't think that you are great, no? A little Maya came. It's very, very holy, no? Everyone will be sympathetic. How much she loves, no? Even a deer, no? But what happens if you fall in love with anything? So you started meditating now, thinking, baby deer, where he is jumping, he may fall down somewhere. Some tiger may come and catch him. Some wolf may jump upon him. So meditate, okay, let me see, go around and find out. Oh no, he's okay, safe. And then again sit for meditation, again thinking of, see the condition of our mind. And actually, it happened, thinking day and night, his meditation got disturbed, his spiritual practices got lost into that. And when he died, instead of thinking of God, last thought came the deer. Who will take care of the deer? I am dying now. So, thought of deer, it is said that he was born as a deer. Next life. As you think, so you become. That's why our spiritual practice is important, so that you think of God, 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 God. Last thought will come God, then you are released. That's why people keep in, there is a story of Ramakrishna said, Ajamila. Ajamil kept he did so much mischievous work all through the life. But he kept his son's name Narayana. And he did all these things, but at the point of death, he's calling his son. Oh Narayana, come, I am now going to die. "Oh Narayana, where are you?" And his son came instead of Narayana himself came. So the glory of this, these are all nice incidents, inspire us how to live the life and how to think of God last thought, then you are free, otherwise you are again bonded. So he
But if you
got...
have named the deer, for example, Mother Durga, then at the end he's thinking of deer, but he's saying Durga, Durga like that, then how would it be?
I do not know, maybe Ma Durga will come, who knows?
Since he named his son Narayan, he was not thinking about Narayan.
That is the here you have to emphasize these Puranic stories has emphasis. That even a bad person did so much heinous sin, thinking of his son, but inadvertently took the name of Narayana, the Lord. Power of the name is so powerful that he was not caught into the trap of Maya. The emphasis is on. And if you put the same argument for the Bharat, it didn't work there. Because Bharat did so much sadhana, but only thought of the deer, thinking. Who you are thinking? He is also thinking of the sun. But the glory of the name is so powerful, it is the important point there. So that it generates faith in us. Take the name of the Lord, its power is tremendous power. Therefore, God's name has tremendous power. And here it is said, even Bharat also,
was there.
that's why Horin came, Horin. Deer is the name of what? Horin, the deer. So deer came in the mind, and he have to take the birth in the form of a deer. Power of name. So, and then he has to die, and to next life was a deer's life. So he spent one life of a deer, and then again born, then he got back his own senses. He was practicing so much spirituality. And then in this life, he is born as a knower of truth. But he was not very expressive. He was a very saintly person, living very quietly, and people misunderstood him, a fool. And then they put him into carry the palanquin of that, what is the name of that? Palanquin carry, car palanquin. Rishabha. Anyhow, one king of the country was walking, and they needed some palanquin carrier. So he was sitting somewhere, and he was pulled into it, and he was forced to carry the palanquin. And all these stories came, and then afterwards the king who was inside the palanquin, he scolded him, why are you moving this way? My journey is getting delayed, and it is just twisting too much and making me uncomfortable. And he didn't understand and say anything. Ultimately, that they could recognize that he is a holy man. And then he prayed to him, "Oh, you are such a great person, I didn't understand, please forgive our sin." And then he adored like he. So that in his name of, and then he became a realized soul, no? Recognized. That Bharata has in his name, the India was called Bharatavarsha. So we have read the other day, in Bharatavarsha, there are numerous mountains and rivers, and they have given the name of so many rivers, and only if one or two we can still can recognize. Bindha Parvat, one mountain is still now, we know it is the same name, Bindhachala, Bindha Parvat. But there are many old names they have given, we are not interested in reading. And names of the great rivers, there are many old names. The names get changed every time. King comes, they rename them. Hindus come, they give one name. Muslims come, they another name. The conquerors give their own name. So similarly, There are many rivers, and I can see that one or two we know them. What's called Kaveri. Kaveri is still known. Krishna is still known like that. These are even still those names are there. Gomati, Gomu. Saraswati is the name, even it is mentioned here. So these are the old names of the. Now, still now continuing the glory of this Bharatavarsha. What is that? Starting from the verse number 19, book number 5, chapter 19. So chapter 5.9.19 we are starting. We read 19 verse. For men born in Bharatavarsha, there are three prospects open. If anyone is born in Bharatavarsha, such a spiritual country, three prospects are there. What? The world of the gods. You can be divine, no? Live in the world like God, means in the thought of God, divine. So how thousands of monks, saints are there. The world of men, like us, ordinary, and the region of purgatory, according as their works are dictated by the qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. That means they come to born here to wipe out all their bad karmas. In this life it is said, when bad things come in our life, we complain, why it is happening for me, what did I do, I am a good guy, I don't do bad thing. But spiritual people will say it is an opportunity, your bad things are wiped out. Purgatory, sin will be wiped out. So it is called three qualities. One, Devas live, that's why we call Devabhumi. Himalaya is even now called Devabhumi. It is the land of the gods, because they are only people, holy people, spiritual people, and then living for God and God alone, away from the humdrum of the life and busy still in the Himalayan peaks. They live in the silence and in God. So Devabhumi. Another Manushyabhumi, the land of the men, ordinary people doing good karma, bad karma, this, that. And third, another people are born who is suffering so much to purgatory, to get away their old sins and misdeeds. According to their karma they have done, sattvika, rajasika, tamasika, so they are being classified that. Following the disciplines of varnashrama and all progress from stage to stage and attain mukti. Following the disciplines of varnashrama, all progress from stage to stage. This Bharatavarsha, meaning that this land where you are born, so following certain disciplines, in Hinduism, everything is restricted. Don't be lustful, don't be greedy, don't be like that, don't tell lie, and those values are very much given top value. Now time has changed, it is all. But mostly society was so much pure. People will not tell lie, people will not do anything negative to anyone. In the early days, that was the glory of India. Becale, who was the cause for modern education in India, English education, he recorded to the British Parliament. They said it's available now. Becale says this is a country, India, Bharatvarsha is a country, has such a moral value, such good qualities, such high esteem of their spirituality. If you want to rule them, we'll have to crush them, destroy all these spiritual ideas before them. And we have to prove that our education system is the best. Our life model of life is the best. So give them education. I was talking the other day. Give them, these Indians, give them that much education to tell that their Vedas and Upanishads, they are the song of the illiterate chasa. Chasa means the farmers. Farmers, who don't get high education, they read these Vedas and Upanishads and Gita. put into their brain next generation children. And actually it happened when Swami Vivekananda was born in Calcutta situation, Ramakrishna came. They are totally in British education, hating the Indian. They don't go to the temple, they don't salute over the temple, they start drinking, drug, not drug I hear, but drinking and other cultures, what is the Western culture mean. And that is the highest culture to adapt. But that was the goal of everyone. And Indian culture, going to temple, saluting before mantra, chanting the mantra, saying Om, Am, 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 these are all illiterate people's actions. And that has turned into that way. But Bharatavarsha was glorious in this ancient time because of his, and Swami Vivekananda here and there sometimes puts up that spirit, what Bharatavarsha, India could give. That's why he said, India has a past, great past, and is forgotten for a period of time. But that great spirituality he brought out in this country, the Vedantic understanding. India means now you go to different universities and schools. There's what is Indian spirituality? Caste system. As if Hindu religion has no Vedanta, no meditation, no spirituality, no Brahmajnana, no philosophy. A caste system. This religion is what is India? It's a poor country. All the negativities. Widow marriage, this marriage is not there. They burn the wives in the fire. All this sati. Cow worship. Cow. So this is the concept about India. Even now they are taught in the universities. And Swamiji brought it, this Vedanta, that is the Indian ancient wisdom. Sages, the saints. Anyhow, so that is the old India, and Bharatavarsha is talking about the glory of that old. This book is written much, how many thousands of years, Sanskrit. So following the disciplines of Varna and Ashrama. Varna means 4 Varna and 4 Ashrama. 4 Varna means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahmin, Kshatriya, business people, and the working class. The 4 classes, and is it Brahmacharya, Garhastha, Manaprastha, Sannyas. Everyone life should be student life, celibate life. Then they get married, pure home, household life with devoted wife and husband and children. Third, after experiencing that, retire from activity, think of God more. Fourth, take a sannyas. So these 4 stages and these 4 classification of the society, according to that, they follow us and they progress from stage and stage until they realize God, mukti. That is the verse number 19. Asminneva varse purushoir labdha janmabhi. Those who are born in this Bharatavarsha, Sukla lohita Krishna varnena, so arabdhena karmana. Everyone is born with their qualities, sattvika quality, rajas quality, or tamas quality. So arabdhena karmana. They start with their own tendencies, samskaras. Dibyo manusho naraka gatayo babbo atmano. So they can, according to the samskara, some becomes divine, godly nature, human nature, and those who are purgatory nature. And these are the anupurvena sarva hi evo sarveshang vidhyante jatha varna vidhanam vargasyapi bhavati. So according to the varna and according to the caste, the caste, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, it is caste. Caste is not bad. Society has a category of people who are thinkers, who are meditators. They are Brahmins. Kshatriya, they are warriors. A Brahmin cannot fight much. Sattvika person cannot fight. Those of you who are become Sattvika, you cannot go to argument too much to support yourself in front of other people. You know they are talking wrong, rubbish, but your sattvika mind will not be able to go there. You cannot go out to take with the sword and fight with others. Your sattvika mind will stop you. So, Rajasic mind, who is a Rajas quality, they will protect the country, they will like go into the police, into military, to protection of the country. This is called Kshatriya Brahmana. And the Brahmin son learns the Vedic chanting from the childhood. So they are Brahmin, they are called Brahmin. Those who from the childhood, I say, we are learning after 20, 30 years, you are not learned that Purusha Sukta, Narayana Sukta, nothing. You go to training center, after so many years, 20, 30 years when you go, then you start chanting. A Brahmin's boy learns when he's 2 years old, 1 year old. With the mom chanting this Narayana Sukta, this Sukta, that Sukta. What a country! If he's born in that culture from the childhood. I go to some places I find the small children talking, chanting the Upanishad. Because mom does that every day. Dad does that. That's called the Brahmin. So it is not a bad caste system. If one is grown in that culture, in the vein it goes, the high thoughts. But warrior class, father is man of courage and strength and protects their innocent people, no? That courage should go to the children, to the daughter, to the son. So they are called the caste system. One is expert in business. Everyone is not good at cash management, money management, no? Some people will be investment, makes a great mistake. Without discussing anything, he invests and that money goes away, no? So some people should be business oriented. He has the skill. He knows where to invest, how to make the money more. That's the skillful, the business people. We need a society where skillful businessmen will be there. So their son learns that talent from their parents and tradition, no? His father, grandfather, in the blood, that type of thought goes. So that is the caste system. And Sudra, those are very good in doing their menial work, say construction work, this work. Their body, their mind, their skill. I see that our Eduardo, the boy, he's such skillful person. He's small boy, his name is Jesus. I was one day seeing that his father is repairing something in the car engine, and he is with a screwdriver doing something else, and he's helping his dad. 2 years old. This is a caste system, because he's learned this skill from his dad in such a way, and he's a skillful person in his own field. So this is the way Indian caste system developed. And then what happened in time, that he has no skill of a Brahmin, but he is a Brahmin son, therefore he is a Brahmin. There comes the difficulty. Warrior, father is a big warrior, the son does not like. He is totally opposite. But because he is a son of a warrior, he is also a warrior. That's wrong. So there came the problem. But caste system was the best system, and that produced the best society. And also, life is not for all fun and joy. Experience life. In one lifetime, be a celibate and concentrate your energy in study, knowledge, acquire knowledge in the student life. After student life, go enjoy what life can give, marry, have children, earn money, good money, and then leave another time. Then after you have seen, then reduce those tendency and give the values to the spiritual life, little more incline on that, third stage of life. And when you are saturated with that, I have seen enough, I want to live with God alone, the sannyasa. What a wonderful society that was created. So people don't understand. Still, wherever we go to speak, in schools and colleges, these foolish, idiotic questions come. Your caste system, your ashrama system. Every society, good society, must have this skillful division of work, no? Everyone is not fit for military. Everyone is not fit for... a person who is military commander, you cannot put him into meditation here. It is not be his. But by that he can, by that Gita says, by his own work, if he can done properly, he can realize God. Being a warrior, he can realize God. The kings were warriors, rulers of the country. They are all Brahmagyanis, read all the Upanishads. So that is the Bharatavarsha, the ground where you can have scope for everyone to get liberation to their work. So, mukti. So all progress from stage to stage and attain mukti, liberation. When close association with the holy men is established, then through the serving of the constricting knots of ignorance, there arises in the heart of a man spiritual freedom, consisting in the desire-free and single-minded devotion to the Supreme Being, who is the soul of all souls, who is free from all passions, who is beyond the power of words and describe, who is his own support as also support of all beings, and who is the transcendent spirit. You 8-10 lines, see one line. That's the problem of the old Sanskrit, no? It starts in here, ends in there. That's the Sanskrit. And the translation is also like that. To understand, sentence started here, when close association with holy men is established, that much we can take. That when you get to come to a holy man, then what happens? Then through the serving of the constricting knots of ignorance, then to severing, because in coming in contact with the holy man, you can sever, cut through. What you can sever? The constricting knots of ignorance. I am ignorant, I was in ignorance. If I go to a holy man, by his wisdom, by his grace, my knots will be cut asunder. I can do that. So, severing the constricting knots of the ignorance, there arises in the heart. The person who goes, in his heart arises spiritual freedom, idea of spiritual freedom, consisting of desire-free and single-minded devotion. Then holy company gives us desire-free life. By his influence we learn. By desire, fulfilling your desire, you cannot be happy. By renouncing the desire and loving God, you can attain total freedom. So we learn not from books. Books are written, these books cannot give me liberation. Spiritual person can give me liberation. Life began, one lamp is burnt to be burnt from another lamp. So holy man, going to a holy man, but associated with holy man is a relationship established with the holy man. Then through the severing of the constricting knots of ignorance, we have our ignorance, the association of the holy cuts our ignorance, bondage, gradually. And there in the mind arises, in the heart, what arises? Spiritual idea of spiritual freedom. Hare, he is such a spiritual person, see how he is happy all the time. And we are trying to fulfill our desires and we are unhappy. So that cuts the bond of our heart and makes us desire free and makes us single-minded for devotion to the Supreme Being, love for God, Supreme Being. And who is Supreme Being? He is the soul of our soul. He is the essence of our very essence. So, this person's becoming desire-free, becomes single-minded, and then mind goes to devotion to the Supreme God, what is called Supreme Reality. You call Atman, you call Brahman, you call God.
And that's why Thakur always mentions keep the company of
holy company. And then who is free from all passions? That Atman or the Guru or the holy people, if they are real, genuine, they are all pure and they are free from passions. Who is free from passion? Who is beyond power of words to describe? You cannot describe what is purity, what is God, what is love for the holy people. who is his own support. And these holy people does not depend on anyone. They are their own support. They don't rely on the support of, as we ordinary people, always in difficulties, in trouble, we always see what we say. Who will look after me, who will take care of me, who will do this, always dependent, but they don't care for anything. They think of God and they become free from all anxieties, worries and tension, because they know they stand on their own support. And who is transcendent spirit. Now, so the Devas sing as follows about the greatness of the birth in Bharatavarsha. So it is glorifying that anyone is born. That's why even we normally think that those are spiritual people. They always think, oh, India is a wonderful country. Devotees will find in this country many sincere devotees. They always say, I'll go to India one time, as if it is a life's dream to go to India. And people in hippie time, they used to think, they used to think that everything spiritual is India. You go anywhere, you'll find the yogis, all the yogis and samadhi, That was the concept. And that was the country. But it is because of the British subjugation and other thing, the values was going down. And they never thought that India has any material substance there. It is a slave country. It is a poor country. It has no religion. So even the gods sing the glory of India, Bharatavarsha. Not the political India, but the spiritual India. We are talking of the spiritual India. India has two parts, always. There will be ruling part. Muslims were ruling the Indian spirituality, destroyed temples and churches and all this, all the other than their own mosque and things. The kings came and rampant, they destroyed all the Hindus, converted them to Islam and Muslim, and all these things went on and went on and on. But some escaped, and that is the spiritual India. They never retaliated. That's the one glorious thing of India, is that they never retaliated. It is okay, and they moved away to the poverty, into their own seclusion area. So the Devas, even the gods, sing as follows about the greatness of the birth in Bharatavarsha. If one is born in India, really, I am talking about, say, our childhood, how people were very simple, how people have love, compassion, their doors are never locked, doors are open. People go to people's house, there is no sense of cunningness and this and that, meanness, less and less. As people grow in number, and then all this idea came, greed comes more and more. Anyhow, so even the glory of one who is born in Bharat is being praised by the gods. Is it because the auspicious acts done by them are of such transcendent merit? Or is it because of Srihari has bestowed on them his unconditioned grace that these jivas have obtained a birth in Bharatavarsha, in India? Even the gods are praising. To be born in Bharatavarsha, in the spiritual atmosphere. What country, where will you get the country? I remember, as a baby, maybe 3-4 years child, maybe memory. In the early morning, we are all in our bed. Someone is singing at your door, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. At 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the early morning, the morning sun has not come out. It is his own, he is taking the name of Lord, he is going to every door and singing the glories of God's name, so that everyone wake up with the Lord's name. He is not paid by anybody. No one has assigned that duty. But he, out of his own, just to listen, first sound of Krishna Naam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Like that, it is door to door they are going in the early morning. It is his primary duty. And he gets the benefit, or he thinks that he's sending this message to everyone in every village. So this type of love, respect, no? Anyone senior going at a distance, if we are young children, I am going by bike. So come out of the bike because my teacher is going. You just leave that cycle and touch the feet of the teacher who is going. He is going in his own way, you are going in your own way. No, you cannot sit in the higher level in front of a teacher. All this deep respect and culturally it came. No one is teaching in the school. You have to do this, you have to do this. You learn from your brother, sister, elderly, they are doing, you do the same way. And everyone follows that discipline. Every person who is senior to you show some respect, and seniors also behave like that. So that is if you go back further society was, I'm talking not in the very busy cities, but if you go away a little bit away from the city, and India was full of villages, no? And it's such serene atmosphere. You get up in the morning, sun is rising, and someone is singing some chants and mantras and this and that. You are taking a shower in the pond, lake, small lakes, or in a flowing river. So you go and you are saying, Javak, you are saluting the sun, not the sun, material sun. He is teaching you, there is that God in the form of the sun. Javak, Kusuma Sankasam, Kashyapeya, spiritual India. You go now even, without thinking anything, take a trip from this beginning source of Ganga down to where it meets the ocean. See on the both sides, forget what political thing is going on. Millions and millions of people in the early morning chanting the mantras and then taking deep in the Ganga and offering water as if they're worshipping with the water with the water. And they're chanting the mantras and taking deep, and they're conversing about some chants about Ganga Stutra, this, that. And this one temple is making a bell and are doing arati this time. Just in Benares, people go to Benares and they take a boat journey. If you have any experience, you will see that how your boat takes to the Ganga, little downstream or upstream, and you see how many temples are all doing arati of the Ganga arati, this arati, that arati. Where will you find such a country? This morning we are reading, no? In India, and not to criticize any country, but every country has its own pulse or vibration. What is that? India, if you want to see, say, not now, but maybe there are good people, they feel the same way now. If you say that you have to go to high Himalayas, barefooted, and without fasting, and there is a yogi sitting, the people will take that trouble to go there. And here in this country, if you say, oh, there is gold here, so gold rush, people will run for gold and die. The two tendencies are too different. Not the good. So best is there, both these countries. But he's talking about the glory of ancient India. Swami Vivekananda says, I love this country because of his great past. It has produced and the food for the whole world, the message of peace. Why Buddha came here? Why Buddha preached the whole world? By what? With the sword in hand? Killing anybody? Torturing anyone? Forcing, conversing anyone? But you see how Buddhism has produced the whole world, its impact so many years, no? And Swamiji said that how India gives support to the Jewish people when they are thrown away from here, and in South India, which place this temple were allowed to build Christianity. They first, when he's driven out from this country, took a shelter in India. So it's a place of all spiritual people. So that is the glory. That's why it is blessed people, those who are born in India. But born in India, become a rogue, that's okay. That no one can help. But there's the glorious India is that Still, it will be 5 years. See, I see sometimes 5, 7 years boy, 7 or 8 years boy gives such talk on Ramchandra. Oh my God! He says, how much, where he got the knowledge, I do not know. You can find out how he speaks like an expert orator and putting the question with a simple mind, a simple smile, is presenting the life of Ramachandra, glory of Rama, glory of Mother Sita, their dedication, it invokes devotion in your heart. Where does it get it? It's very difficult to get in this country. Can you find one 5, 6 years boy talking about high spirituality? Spontaneously is talking. So this is the glory. So bolche, would that to be obtain a birth in Bharat also? So best it is because the auspicious acts done by them to be born in Bharatvarsha. Yes, must some good past. Because of the auspicious acts, they do it in them, and because of the transcendental merit, or is it because Hari has bestowed on them unconditional grace? God's grace has dawned on them. That's why they are born in this Bharatavarsha. That these jivas have obtained the birth in Bharatavarsha, where conditions are propitious for the practice of devotion of Hari, not for any other thing. Condition is propitious for worshipping God. Here, if someone calls upon God and sits in the street with nothing in the body and just sits for, anyone will give food to them? India used to go and sit in the side street. Just someone will come and give some food. It will thought, here you will think it's a homeless guy. There you will think a monk, renunciate. It's a different attitude. The external view is different. So he says that it is Bharatavarsha. Why it is so great? It is conditions are propitious for the practice of devotion to God Hari. Thinking of God's name, it is congenial. Whatever it happens, they don't care. See in this country how we live with, how much more we can live with. And India taught us how much less. Minimum, only body, only loincloth. Look at that. A person's need goes up to this way, endlessly. And India has taught, reduce. What you need? You don't need. Even monks, we need water pot. Because water to drink, no? Orthodox, they'll give up the water pot. Hand. Drink water, go to Ganga. Drink water, finish. You want to drink water in the faucet? Just put. Why to carry one blanket? No. Smear some ashes. How can you reduce your needs? Where will you sleep? Bed, this bed, soft bed, hard bed. Where bed? Go under the tree. Sky, roof, vast sky is the roof. See how one can read. And if your needs are reduced, what will happen? Your mind will be now, do what? What to do? We do work because to earn money, to give more pleasure to the body. If I don't need anything, where is the need of money? They don't need any money. Food, you get, go. You get, thank you. Don't get, thank you. This is the this greatness is not because it's a land we are talking about, but it's a spirit. Are percolated into the brain, every beat of this society. Even you go, the man may be very rogue, but in the heart of heart he knows value of renunciation, the honor of renunciation. That's why a person may be highly educated, giving big talks. People will go there, but he will go more to a person, penniless beggar, one only kopinam, sitting somewhere. Even there no money to cut the hair, the jata. it becomes matted here. Go sit there. Baba, kuch to bataiye. Please say, sir, something. No? People go and show their respect. That is the power of renunciation. That is the glory of India. See, Swamiji's lectures are there. He has focused on these points here and there. And to see why it is so much congenial, because there they understand this renunciation is a very highly esteemed object in life to attain. It is not a matter of joke to give up. And India has showed that the king can give up for God. The prince can give up, Buddha, prince, give up all pleasures. We don't understand renunciation. What? You have nothing to renounce. What do you renounce? Buddha has the whole kingdom, India. His father was the king, Kapilavastu, king of Kapilavastu. All assets, wealth, prosperity, power, joy, princely enjoyment, experience, gold, jewel, everything was under him. But he has the power of renunciation. And that is the greatness of the country. Would that we too obtain such birth in Bharata? Gods are talking about themselves. Are the God's blessings? Have their good karma? Because they are born in such a congenial, where they can be congenial to chant the name of Lord and go towards God more and more? Would that we too obtain such birth in Bharata? Can we be born in Bharata? Of what use are the hard, it's 22nd verse. Of what use are the hard and difficult observances of like jagna, austerities, vows, and charitable works, by virtue of which we have attained to this ephemeral heavenly region that gods are saying. We have become gods. How? By doing many jagnas, charitable activity, many austerities, we gain this higher position. But what is this higher position? Here fun. Another 5-star hotel. But renunciation, see, they are born in the ground of birth of renunciation. They are born in the atmosphere of renunciation. So, we are not that fortunate. Though we have become gods, but we are not that fortunate to be a person who is loving God and thinking of God absolutely. Absolute God. For the minds of beings in these regions are without the capacity to entertain devotional sentiments towards Narayana. Because in heaven, when you go, that is the place of gods and goddesses, but that's the place of fun. There, when you remember God, when there is a festivity in your ashrama or in your home, you are running here and there and enjoying and entertaining people, come here, eat here, this here, that here, singing, program going on one after another. You are busy, busy, busy. Where is the God there? When you find time, of course we do it here, all God, it is activity of God, it is not your personal, but in personal areas, say marriage is going on. So there is a different atmosphere. Thinking of God is not possible there. So, but this, born in India, you will have austerity from the childhood. So that gives you awakening of God, consciousness of Narayana. And even in those who have something of it, such devotional tendencies are quickly effaced by the preponderance of sensuous enjoyments here in the heaven. Heavenly enjoyment. Here is earthly enjoyment. Earthly enjoyment you can enjoy this much. In heavenly enjoyment you can enjoy that much. But that will be spent soon. You did good karma to go to heaven. When the good karma is over, then you have to get out. But these people who are born in Bharatavarsha, those who are dedicated to God, congenial for them, they can progress and transcend us also. They can go to beyond God's level, to the level of Brahma Jnana. So they are fortunate. Far more comfortable is birth in Bharata. In spite of a lifespan, they are being sought. Than embodiment in those heavenly regions where life extends to endlessly, years and years, aeons. It is better to be short-lived in this country rather than living in the heaven for a long time. Heaven people live longer, is it not? Yeah, calculation you know. Our 365 days is 1 day for them. They live 100 years. That means 100 times our lifetime. So is it not monotonous? Every day ice cream and good food and good dancing and good clothing and good shopping, and shopping mall is open day and night, and singing, dancing, free more. As we go to the, you go to the airlines, if you are executive airlines or what you call, first class. What will you? Whatever you want. All get this, get that. How much you want to eat. And people are going to the shipping. What is called the cruise. Eat. As much. Dance. Endless. How long will you do? 1 day you can do, 2 days you can do, 3 days you can do, 100 years you can do the same thing? You cannot. Then it will be monotonous. So we'll say this is the point. Even in the heaven, we live for a long time, but we live in the sensate world. Enjoyment, finer enjoyment. Here we get ordinary ice cream, there they will give very costly ice cream. Here you get an ordinary cake, go into the first class in the airlines, they will give you the topmost cake, So, but how long? Every day topmost cake is not good. Then you come back to ordinary McDonald's. That will be cheaper. That means monotony. For striving with a human body, wise men overcome and abandon the bondage of karma easily and attain to the eternal state of Hari. So being in the world, their tendency, whatever they like, knocks and blows of the earth where we live, it takes away our all attachment to the world. Everyone, when someone dies, our near and dear relative, when someone is sick, is going to die, become all cancer or kidney failure, then see how we feel restless. Then where do you go? Everyone will go, oh God, please help me. Doctors are saying no, we cannot do anything. When doctors say no, when everyone leaves us, where do we go? We all human beings will have to say, oh Lord, please now help me. So this is the land where you can call upon God more. So it is a blessed place to be born. So we'll read more. These are the glories of being born in a atmosphere of spirituality. Okay? Key. No question? Or question? Do you think Buddha's enlightenment was same as Vedantic absolute Nirguna Brahman? The Samadhi experience should be same for all. Is it correct? Yes, I think so. Buddha enlightenment means he became full of joy, when he got the enlightenment. If my simple question, if Buddha's enlightenment, people question, is it different from the experience of Brahma Jnana? If it is, when a Brahma Jnani or a knower of truth realizes the highest, what they experience? Joy. Satchidananda. They become full of bliss, totally absorbed in bliss, no? Now, what happens when Buddha attained the enlightenment? He was in such ecstatic joy that he could not sit anymore. You go to Bodh Gaya, where Buddha had this illumination. I visited that place. There is a pathway, it's called Buddha's path. He, like a mad guy, walked back and forth in that path for 7 days to tell this ecstatic joy to whom to share with. So if it is joy, then how can you say Sunna? Ramakrishna solved this point, I always refer. Sri Ramakrishna said that Buddha experienced the ultimate same reality, but did not express it, could not say anything. The sages also expressed. First they say it is not to be expressed. Avang manasa gocharam, it is beyond mana, beyond speech. Upanishad says that. But then they said Satchidananda to hint it, to point out to that ultimate truth. They have mentioned that is called Satchidananda. But Buddha didn't try that way, to create confusion. That's why he remained silent. So I think that experience-wise the same. That's my idea. That's my knowledge, as much I have heard from the sadhus also. Thank you. Another question is there. তাহলে শেষ করে নিই, ঠিক আছে। এতক্ষণ লাগলো কেন? অর্গানাইজ করতে হলো। What role does a person's swadharma play in connection with the 4 varnas? Is it the one and the same? Oh, I do not know. Swadharma means your own dharma, your own nature, prompted by your sattvika Brahmin nature, or Kshatriya nature, or your business nature, or your working capability. You serve God only. Swadharmana tam abharcha, Gita says, Swadharmana tam abharcha siddhim bindati manava. Every person will realize God if you follow your own swadharma. You need not have to change your dharma. Means you are a Brahminic nature. You are a meditative nature. You need not have to change to Jnana nature. You can do with that and you offer everything to God. By that you will realize. You are a bhakti dharma. Follow that dharma. You need not have to change. Swadharma means your instinctive, natural tendency, which guides you in your life. So follow that, and through that path you will reach the highest. So God realization does not depend. No conversion. Here is a big idea. There is no conversion. You are a Varna, Brahmin Varna, Brahminic nature. Okay, you do your study and do it and offer it to God. You will realize God. A Kshatriya who is a warrior doing his duty to protect the country, to support the innocent people. By that, if you think they are serving God, you will realize God. Or any karma you do with the proper attitude. And then Vaishya, business, anything you do in your life for business, if it is done and offered to God, then it will be also realizing God. So everything to help. And it is easier for you to, which you are adept. No? Suppose you are good in one skillful activity. No? If someone gives you that job, it is easier for you to go through that. No? Suppose someone brings you nuclear physics, ask you to study nuclear physics now and talk about that. So you cannot do that. But if they say, can you help me in your computer, this setting this, streaming this, then it's easy for you. Through that karma you can easily reach God. And giving another tough subject, which is tough for me, but there may be other people who is easy for on that topic. So, it is take the easy path of your own nature, natural tendency, and direct towards God. So, all will lead to the same goal. Thank you. Okay, next class is our at 7:30. We will be here again and read the Sheta Upanishad. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishnarpanamastu.